The following may contain strong opinionated views. The views and opinions expressed on this show does not necessarily reflect the views or the opinions of any social media or broadcast platform.
Hi, welcome to Talk Back Live, a show that gets you involved in live conversation and sports with Brian Camp on Sports Update, bringing you the latest developments in today's world of sports. And now here's your host, Frank Allan.
Hi, everybody, and welcome once again to another edition of Talk Back Live. My name is Frank Allan. So glad to have you aboard with us on this day, this Tuesday. Or is it Wednesday? Or is it Thursday? Or is it Friday? Or is it Saturday? No, it's Thursday, actually. It's Thursday. And we're all here together. We're so glad that we for being and being with us. Well, we've got a lot of things to talk about, and we're going to talk about that right away. Uh, here for this Thursday. It's Thursday. And by the way, let me give you a time check right now. We're kind of like out of balance right now, but let me give you a time check right now. It's Thursday. It's 8 p.m. on the East Coast. Friday. It's Friday. 5 p.m. on the West Coast. It's Friday morning, 1 a.m. and it's 3 a.m. in Israel, and it's 10 a.m. in Tokyo, Japan. We made it. We made it. We had a little problem there just for a second, but we're back. So glad to have you aboard with us. And of course, the name of the show is called Talk Back Live. My name is Frank Allan, and we're going to be aboard with you for a whole full hour. Yes, indeed. And in that hour, we're going to have a lot of great conversation. That's why we want you to jump on board with us so we can let you know what's happening. And we want to, first of all, thank all of the people who've been around us for so many years. You've been around us for a long time. And we thank you for that. And because you already know what the show is all about. So I want to take the time right now to chat with some of the people who are actually new to the program and here, possibly for the very first time. Now, as the host of the show, I get things started. Right now, I am in the prep mode. So what that means, I get things started. I may throw out a piece of conversation that we can linger on or chew on for the next couple of minutes up until maybe you don't want to talk about it anymore and you want to go on to something else. Well, that's what we're all about. Talk Back Live. And we talk to you, you talk to us. And so whenever you're ready to say whatever you have to say, you have a keyboard on your computer, right? Be it laptop, desktop, telephone, maybe tablet. Use the keyboard. Tickle the keyboard. Let it roll off. Be suave with it. Type in whatever you want to talk about. I'll see you right there on the big screen. And of course, we'll entertain all of your thoughts and ideas because that's what the show is all about. It's free of exchange of ideas and of opinions. And all of you, all of us, have many opinions that we like to share, and you can share it right on this show. We hold nothing back. And if there's anything in particular that you want to talk about or linger on in the show, feel free. Because if it's important to you, it's important to us, and we're going to share it with everyone. There's something, a piece of conversation that all of us could just elaborate on. We can do that. As I said, just type in right there, and I'll see you right there, and we'll talk more about it. Those of you who are brand new to the show, we want you to know that we're on two different platforms, and we're live on YouTube and we're live on Facebook. So either one of those platforms will get you there, and you can watch us right throughout the show. Okay, and of course, we also want to tell you that both of those platforms, you can have an opportunity to tell your friends and family about that. Now, what you can do is cut and paste the platform that you're watching us on. If you're watching us on YouTube, cut and paste the link. That's called the platform. And you can send it to many friends as possible. Now, on Facebook, they do what they call tagging. It's basically the same thing. You're cutting and pasting the platform that you're on, and you're sending it to all of your family and friends, and give them a chance to watch the show too. And when they see that, they'll know it's coming from you, and all they have to do is click on to that link that you send them, and it brings them directly to us right here so they can see everything what's going on. And if they like what they see, if they like what they hear, possibly, just like you, they may come back again and again and be full-fledged members like the rest of us. Now, if you're watching us on YouTube, I want you to take the opportunity to uh, go onto a YouTube channel. You're there right now. What I want you to do is give us a little like, and not only the like, more importantly than the likes, more importantly than that is subscribe to us. Now you see right there in black border, white print, it says subscribe. And what we want you to do is just click onto it. There's no charge, no nothing, no obligations. You don't need anything, nothing like that. Because when people hear the word subscribe, right away they're thinking about the New York Times. I have to pay a certain amount of money a month or a year or whatever it is. You don't have to pay anything. You know, all you have to do is just click onto it, and that's it. Now, the reason why we want you to click onto it is first, that'll give us the opportunity to know who's really out there, who's the members with us, and who clicks on every day, who watches us, who follows us. We got all of that. We see all of that. And the other reason is now that you have clicked on to subscribe, now it gives you the opportunity to know that whenever we come on live at any time, you'll get a chance to get that instant notification will pop up to let you know. Because a lot of people may forget about the show, right? Although we wouldn't want you to do that. But if you do, and if you remember, you clicked on, it gives you that instant notification to let you know, hey, they just popped on, they're on the air live, and all I have to do is click onto that instant notification, and it brings me right to the YouTube channel. That's all it takes. Okay, so keep that in mind and pass that information along to all of your family and friends. Okay, because we want them to know that as well. And of course, when they see that, of course, they'll follow suit. Okay, so we want everybody to get involved with us. We got a few things that plan for the show. Actually, we do our thing in conjunction with talking to you. We have also some things that we do normally on the show to keep the show rolling. For instance, in just a few minutes from now, not too far away, we've got Brian Camp coming up with the latest developments in today's world of sports on Sports Update. He's going to come along and bring you that information. We've got a lot of sports to talk about. Football season is here. The World Series is over. We'll talk more about that. He's going to talk about that too. And of course, whoever you are rooting for in the World Series, in this case, it was the Dodgers that won. But again, Brian will be talking about that. And I hope you were satisfied with the outcome. So many things to talk about too. All right, so that's coming up not too far away. And you can watch him when you see Brian, he'll come right here on the big screen. You're watching us on YouTube, you'll get a chance to see him as well as talk to him. That's not the same for Facebook. People who are watching us on Facebook won't get a chance to see him. However, you'll hear him. You'll hear everything he's going to report, and you could still talk to him as well. If you have any questions, sports related, when he comes on, all you have to do is ask. Get the questions ready so when he comes on, you could ask him in real time, and he'll have the answers for you. Okay, and if he doesn't have the answers, of course, he's going to get the answers because that's what he's doing. That's his job. That's what he does. He wants to make sure everybody's satisfied with the answers that they ask. And so all of that is coming up. Also, later on in the program, I have a laundry list of this day in history. Now, each year, something happened on this day in history, November 6th. Here we are, November 6th, 2025. And on this day in history, something happened. Just like every day, it's a historical day. And I'm pretty sure that something happened today that will be going down in history. We'll have it for you next year as well. But in the meantime, in the past, we have what's happening on this day in history. So we'll look forward to all of that coming up. And also later on in the program, before the show is over, just before the show is over, I have those movies. Now, each week, I go into the Turner Clarkson movie vault, okay, because I know this week for your weekend, okay, a lot of you guys are going to be doing a lot of things for the weekend, and some of you, the weekend is all you have. And if that's the case, one of the things that you may want to do is catch up on some movies. And there are a lot of movies to watch. And with everything going on, we have streaming apps and all of those things. You're never starving for entertainment as far as movies are concerned. But I want to stick my 2 cents in because, as I said, I go to the Turner Classic Vault movie channel and just check it out, pick out ones, my picks of the week for your weekend. All right, I have those coming up. And it'll give you a chance to look at them as I recite them. And if you want to add it to your bucket list of what to watch this weekend, feel free. And that's all coming up. That's all coming up right here on the show, right here on Talk Back Live. And of course, all of the people who are coming in, I just want to say hi, whether you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube, say hi to you guys. And thank you so much for being along. You come back again and again. You're never a stranger around here. And so we got all of that out of the way. Brian will be here pretty soon. We'll talk all about that. And it is November. It is November, and this is our, let's see, this is our first show of the month of November here on Talkback Live. So it's the beginning of the month, and of course, things are happening on this month of November. Now, in the month of November, every month we usually celebrate things, and this month in November, we're celebrating a few things. But before we get around to that, to tell you about that, I want to let you know that the flu shots are available. All right. Now, this is the time to do it. Now, early when I started doing this, it was like maybe at the tail end of August, the beginning of September, when the flu shots were available to everyone and everyone was taking their time. And I say, if it's available, get it when you're ready. But right now, this is not the time to lollygag. This is the time to do it. Now, if you're really into the shots, please get it. Go to your pharmacist, ask them. And in some cases, you can either walk right in or either make an appointment to them and let them know that you want to take it. Now, here in New York City, we have the luxury of doing both. We can either walk right in or make the appointment. For some of you, you may not have that same luxury, and the only thing that that you can do is go online, wherever the website leads you. Go online and make your appointment. And then when you make that appointment, keep that appointment. Now, not only the flu shots are here, the updated COVID shots are available too. And I need to tell you that you can take both shots at the same time. All right, that's what they tell me. You can take both that shots at the same time. It's only up to you. Now, if you're like me, you want to take one at one time and then maybe a week after take the other one. Now, that's me. That's me. And you may think differently, and you can do both. But nevertheless, if you're so inclined, you can do either one. And if you are one of the ones that don't want to take the shot, that's okay too. That's up to you. It's up to you. But what I'm going to ask you to do is lay off of the people who so inclined believe in these shots. And if you're going around telling them that they're going to turn into zombies because they take the COVID shot or the flu shot, then that's not a good thing to do. And if you believe that's what it takes for you, then you just don't bother with it. But don't infringe on other people's privacy or try to steer them away of what they want to do. But again, it's all available. Go to your favorite pharmacist and find out more about it, and they'll let you know. Okay. But you got to do it right away. You have to do it right away because the flu season is officially underway. It's underway. Early at the end of August and September, it was on its way. We were giving you a heads up, but it's here now. So get ready for that, okay? All right. We're celebrating Native American Heritage Month, all right? And of course, the first settlers of this country were here. These are the people we're talking about, Native American Heritage Month. And of course, that's what we're celebrating all month long, and we'll be telling you more about it. And I'm proud to say I have the blood in me. My great grandmother, who I never met, died months before I was born, was a full-fledged Native American woman. I don't have a photo. I like to show you a photo of her. I don't have one on the hand. But yes, so she was a full-blooded Cherokee. And so we're celebrating that. If you're Native American, this is your day. This is your month. It's also Military Family Month. Those of you who have military people in your family, we celebrate the families of military people, men and women who have served this country for many years and still doing so. And of course, we want to take time to salute them for the whole month. All month, we're going to be talking about this, all month long, Military Family Month, all right, along with Native American Heritage Month. I want to draw your attention to National Diabetes Month. Okay, now we promote good health here, no matter where we go. That's why when we were talking about the flu and the COVID shots and things like that, but you want to keep up to date to everything that's going on. So we want to pay close attention to National Diabetes Month. All right. Some people, you want to make sure that You try to do the very best with your diet and lower your sugar intake and, do all the things necessarily to, avoid a lot of things. It's hard to avoid because as you get older, things go on, things happen, but you want to do the best you can with it. Some people have to live with it. Some people have a full-blown diabetics and they're living with it. They're doing the best they can. So you have to do the best you can, whatever you have. Also, National Alzheimer's Disease Month. All month long, we're going to be talking about this. All month long. And so if you're under that umbrella, you might want to start your crusade telling people how you survived all of these things that we're talking about. And so again, that's National Alzheimer's Disease Month. You can't make this up. Today, if you missed it, it's today. On this day, Thursday, you missed it, National Nacho Day. Nacho. No, that's taco. No, it's no. In this case, it's nachos. It's National Nacho Day. So if you didn't have your nachos, get your nachos. If you can't find nachos, there's always tacos. Okay, so that's what we're celebrating today. Okay, just in case you're just joining us, the name of the show is called Talk Back Live, and we're talking back live to you, and we'll be here for the remainder of the hour. Dick Cheney, the former vice president and polarizing political figure whose life inspired the 2018 Oscar winning film Vice, has died. The controversial politician died Monday due to complications of pneumonia as well as cardiac and vascular disease. For decades, Dick Cheney served our nation, including the White House Chief of Staff, Wyoming's Congressman, Secretary of Defense, and Vice President of the United States. Cheney was 84. Diane Ladd, the three-time Academy Award nominee, whose roles range from the brash waitress of Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore to the protective mother of Wild at Heart, has died. Ladd's death was announced Monday by her daughter, Laura Dern, who issued the statement saying her mother and occasional co-star had died at her home in Ojai, California, with Dern at her side. Dern, who called Ladd her amazing hero and profound gift of a mother, did not immediately cite a case or cause for death, and Ladd was 89 years old. Let's go over to Charlotte, North Carolina right now, because as I told you, we have sports. There's a lot of sports to talk about. Brian Camp is here with the latest developments in today's world of sports on Sports Update. And again, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, any sports related questions, please feel free and let us know. We had him here. He just bounced out. Okay, I guess he'll come back. But again, if you have any sports related programs, is he here? I popped him in. Oh, there he is. Okay. If you have any sports related questions, ladies and gentlemen, feel free because he's here and he's going to give you all of that information. There's a lot of sports to talk about, Brian. So start from the top to the bottom or any way you want to do it.
Well, I don't know where to begin.
I don't blame you.
But first, I want to say birthday to you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, today's your birthday, and you try to keep it quiet. Well,
I don't,
okay.
things like that. You know me. I'm kind of like, I just
Happy
kind of.
birthday. And
Well,
if I had the rights of, if I had the music, I'll play the Stevie Wonder's version of Happy Birthday. But since this is only an hour show, I will save that for later. I just want to say happy birthday to you. It's a milestone, and thank goodness you're here to see another year through the blessings of God, and I'm so happy for you. Yeah, you should tell your audience today is your birthday. That should have been the number one thing you should have started off with.
I
So
think you
I'm
just
glad 15
and
minutes.
thank you, Deborah Lawrence, who's watching us on Facebook. Happy
Yes,
birthday! Thank you so
thank
much
you.
for that.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you, Deborah. Thank you. That's right. So happy birthday to you. I'm not going to tell you how old. I'm not going to say how old you are, but
It's
some,
okay. It's okay.
you know,
It's
but
okay.
but it's a great milestone. I'll say that and everything. So
You're dying
it's
for me to
always
say
good.
it, aren't
Huh?
You're dying for me to say it, aren't you?
Say it. You
Okay.
know, there's no shame.
No, there's no shame. I'm 75
Oh,
and I feel good about it.
very
I feel
good.
good about it.
Very good. Very good.
75 and still having a good time.
That's
Uh,
that's
I
that's
was
important.
talking to someone earlier, and they said, "Oh, I feel so old." And I said, "How old are you?" They told me I'm 60 something. I said, 60. I said, I should be so old. You know, uh, the whole thing is there's no secret of staying young. There's no secret. All you have to do is just have a positive attitude,
That's it.
love what you do, and damn, be kind to others.
That's
Because
it.
someone,
That's
because
right.
someone up there is watching whatever we do. So you gotta, you know, walk on
And you
eggshells
still
there.
get and listen, you still got years ahead of you too. So it is so, life is beginning. So, hey, now not that, but more of this. But good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you are around the globe. I'm coming live from Charlotte, North Carolina, the Queen City of Charlotte, North Carolina, where it is presently 52 degrees. We had a beautiful day today, 72 degrees. It went up to 72, and the sun was out. It was really nice. I'm glad that we had some great weather, and we're looking forward towards some good weather. But next week, I think there's a cold front coming into the Queen City, but maybe that will swindle off. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Um, Let's talk sports. In the NBA, the United States Congressional Committee is meeting with the NBA in Washington, D.C. as we speak in the wake of the indictments of Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier, and Damon Jones. The meeting is considered an informational sit down for members of the House Committee on Energy and Commerce and will include conversation about the league's partnerships with sports books and measures to prevent illegal use of non-public information. This is still about the gambling thing, okay? Let's just get cut straight to it. This is still an investigation. It's still going on, and every week there's always something new. This is not going to go away. I'm going to tell you that right now. If you think it's going to go away, you're wrong. Okay, this is going to stay. Unlike those files in Washington called the Epstein files, we're not going to get into that right now. Okay, we're going to stick with sports and everything. That's another story for another day. So this is where they're at right now. They're gonna, this is another step closer to where they want to get to, close to the nitty gritty. Well, congratulations to the Dodgers for winning their ninth World Series championship. Um, Congratulations. That was a special game seven was epic. It was epic. It went to extra innings. Listen, I thought the Blue Jays had it. The Blue Jays, it was in their hands. But when you give a team like the Dodgers a chance, eventually is gonna turn against you, and that's what happened. They had opportunities to win this game, the Blue Jays, but well, in short term, the Dodgers came from behind and won game 6 and 7, as you predicted as well. It was a classic. It will be one of the greatest World Series that you ever seen. Also in Major League Baseball, Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens, Don Mattingly, Dale Murphy were held over on the Hall of Fame's contemporary baseball era committee ballot and will be joined next month by Carlos Delgado, Jeff Kent, Gary Sheffield, who has 500 career home runs. I'm going to talk about that in a second, and Fernando Valenzuela. Now, the 16-person committee meets on December 7th at the winter meetings in Orlando, Florida. They usually have those meetings right after the World Series, but it's gonna be in December. That's where they try to pick the coldest time of the year so they could meet down in Florida where they could discuss new ideas, new rules changes, and so on. So and it takes a 75 vote is necessary for an election to be sworn into Baseball Hall of Fame. Anyone elected will be inducted on July 26th of 2026, along with anyone chosen in the Baseball Writers Association of America, which is considered abbreviated the BBWAA. Now, as I said, Gary Sheffield has 500 career home runs. Why is this man not in the Hall of Fame? He deserved to be in the Hall of Fame. But these old writers, media people, will hold grudges for decades because they didn't get an interview. He wouldn't talk to me. He has a bad attitude. So what? We judging for players or what they do on the field or what they do off the field? Barry Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame. People don't like Barry Bonds because he's arrogant. Yeah, we know he's arrogant, but I bet you any one of you in his prime, any team would have loved to have Barry Bonds on your team. Roger Clemens, same way. Willie Mays wasn't the greatest friends to the press. Joe DiMaggio wasn't the greatest person to be interviewed. Yeah, these are greats. But you get upset for what Gary Sheffield did some years ago. The man had 500 when I was growing up. Anybody that hit 500 home runs, that's a ticket into Cooperstown. And your plaque is up on that wall as a Hall of Famer. Come on, you writers. It's time for you to stop taking that Geritol and just move out and just let these new guys come in, these new media people, and let them vote. Stop holding grudges. It doesn't look manly at all. You're just being so sensitive. And I've been saying this here for years. Stop being so sensitive about not getting an interview. I just had a little debate not too long ago about players should be given signing autographs. I totally understand why players don't want to grant interviews. Have you ever been to a basketball game, baseball game, football game, and you're sitting right there, and some guy who's drunk as a skunk is talking about the man's wife, the children, and then you can want an autograph? Hell no, you ain't getting nothing. No, you don't deserve it. And this guy said, well, they get paid, we pay this. You don't pay their salary. How would you like if I call your wife this or your husband this or whatever? Do you think I deserve an autograph? Get out of here. This day in sports on November 6th, 1950. Frank Allan was born on this day. Well, what did he have to do with sports? He used to play sports. He was a first baseman. He was a lefty. He didn't play Major League Baseball, but he played. November 6, 1869, in the first U.S. college football game, players used their hands, feet, heads, or sides to advance the ball, but they cannot run with it. Rutgers beat New Jersey, which is now called Princeton University, 6-4. That was a college football game, 6-4. 1961, we leap from 1869 to 1961. The U.S. government issues a stamp in honor of the 100th birthday of James Naismith, who is the founder of the NBA basketball. 1974, Mike Marshall was the first relief pitcher to win a Cy Young Award. 1990, Atlanta Braves David Justice, who once married to what's the actress name? Forget the actress. Halle Berry was born on this day. He wins the National League Rookie of the Year. I'm sorry, he wasn't born, but he wins the Rookie of the Year. 1995, Art Modell officially announces the Cleveland Browns moving to Baltimore, Maryland. Birthdays: 1861, James Naismith. We just mentioned him. He invented the NBA. Excuse me. He invented basketball, football helmets, and other sporting equipment. Was born in Almonte, Ontario. 1887. Happy birthday to the late Walter Johnson, Major League Baseball Hall of Fame pitcher, World Series champion, was born in Humboldt, Kansas, 1968. Alfred Williams, NCAA Hall of Famer, defensive end, NFL champion, was born in Houston, Texas. And happy birthday, 1979. We know his father, Lamar Odom. Happy birthday to Lamar Odom, who was once married to Khloe Kardashian, but we know his father. His father grew up with me and my brothers in the Williamsburg projects. Well, today's his birthday. NBA forward champion was born in South Jamaica, New York. And ladies and gentlemen, that is sports on a very happy day. Happy birthday to Mr. Frank Allen.
Uh, Joseph Odom, yeah, the father, Joseph Odom, and yeah, we grew up together back in those days. And but I was better friends with his oldest brother, Tyrone, who no longer with us. Joseph is gone as well. But yeah, I never even to this day met Lamar Odom. Never met him. I'd never even seen him when he was a little boy, you
Hmm.
know. But yeah, well, his father and I, we grew up, his uncle, and his mother, his grandmother is still alive.
That's right.
She out she outlived her kids because all of her, I
Yeah.
think all of her sons have died. She only has one daughter left.
I think the
Uh,
daughter's still alive. Yeah.
yeah, the daughter's still alive, and the daughter and I, well, all of us grew up together. We were in the same class in elementary school.
Hmm.
So yeah, that goes back a long way. Um, but yeah, it's something. Hey, listen, I'm honored that you included me into your sports. I had no idea you were going to do that. I had no idea you were
Yeah.
going to include me. And yeah, I played for the Jackie Robinson League.
Oh,
You
there
know,
you go.
yeah,
Jackie Robinson, the man who broke the color barrier to
yeah,
stop segregation in Major League Baseball. How fitting.
yeah,
You see how things always come full circle? There you go.
yeah, yeah. And every team I played on, I wore the same number, number 5.
Number
Every
five.
team that I played on, I wore number 5. So I was always known for number 5. Never wore another number. And then it
That's
got
right.
to the point, and then when I played, and then when I got out of baseball, then went to softball, and then played, for when I was working at some of the stations, they had softball teams. I played number 5. They wanted to give me another number at one time. I said, if I don't get number 5, I don't play. So I act like a baby. Give me my number, number 5. But thanks for including me in that. I had no idea you were going to do that.
You're very welcome.
Yeah. And I am sorry about the Dodgers. I mean, look,
Yeah.
it was a good series though. They played a hell of a game, and I knew they were going to go 7 innings because that's both teams with no pushovers. They were great. They were great teams.
They were
But
great.
now here we are in football. And what about your
Basketball.
Dallas Cowboys? Come on,
You know, I tell you, Jerry Jones,
Jerry Jones. What's with him?
he doesn't want to win anymore. He just want to collect his money and that's it, and that's it. But he's just making bad decisions, you know.
He ought to be ashamed of himself. I mean, I get the fact that I know you mentioned it last week that he should just sit down and sign the checks and let the
Just
boys
sign the
play.
checks. That's all. Just sign the checks. That's all. We
Yeah,
don't need him out on the field. We don't need
yeah,
him to make decisions. Just count your billions and just sign the
yeah.
checks. That's all.
I
And
thought tonight. I thought tonight that the Dallas was playing tonight again. I thought they were playing tonight again. They played Monday, right?
Monday Night Football, yeah.
They played Monday night football. I thought they were going to play also Thursday night. I thought they were going to play, but I got the schedule wrong.
Mhm.
And of course, my Minnesota Vikings won. Your team lost.
Yep.
Warren's team lost. Uh, Damon, he's like totally out of the picture
Jets off the
because
list.
they're 1-7.
Mhm.
That's a
Yep.
bad. That's a
They they
terrible.
they won their game and then they went on a bye. So that's gonna
Yeah,
be short-lived when they come back and lose then.
yeah, I know. That's terrible. Well,
Mhm.
we'll see. Hey, listen, because like what is 8 more games for some teams, right? I think
Yeah,
that like 8 more games.
yeah.
And this season, football season went by pretty quick. before you know it,
Yeah,
Super Bowl.
it
But
is going by fast. I mean, we're ready here in the month of November, and
mhm,
it's just we're at the halfway point already. Thank goodness the NBA started already, and and we're gonna be ready. I mean, we're ready for that now. So
yeah,
yeah,
well, we'll see. You had a lot of sports to deliver tonight. That's good. I told them that you were going to do that. There's a lot of sports. So
yeah.
what's happening for tomorrow?
I doubt if I be on tomorrow. I'm gonna mail the stuff. It's been crazy where I'm at the school, and so we'll see. I doubt it, but I'm gonna send you information by some time. But if there's a miracle, I will give you a call and say I will come on. But I'll probably listen in, but I won't be able to come on.
All right. Well, we got it covered here. We got everything covered. So don't worry about that.
All right
Okay,
then.
Brian, thanks for that. And we'll catch you back here. If not tomorrow, then of course the following week.
Okay.
Or,
Well, enjoy your birthday, and everybody enjoy your evening, and be safe.
okay, take care of yourself. Have a good one.
Bye.
That's Brian Camp, ladies and gentlemen, with the latest developments in today's world of sports on Sports Update. He delivers the sports each week at this time, and of course, usually on the coffee hour too. But as you already heard, that he's not going to be here for tomorrow morning's show, so we're going to be covering for sports for him anyway. So that's going to be taken care of. And so thank you for that, and thank all of you who have wished me a happy birthday. I've got a lot of birthday greetings, not just here live on the show, but also online through Facebook and other places. I got so many messages, hits on Facebook, calls and texts and things like that. So I really appreciate it. And I got to tell you guys, believe it or not, I read every one of them, and there are more coming in. So when I get off, there are more coming. I'm going to check again. There are more coming in. They just keep coming in. And I read every one of them because you guys take the time. That little bit of time counts. Your time, your little time is a valuable time. And you took that little time to wish me a happy birthday. So I'm going to give it right. I'm going to give you the love right back. I'm going to read every one of them. I'm sorry I can't respond to everyone. I'm sorry about that. So I'm responding now live. And of course, probably sometime tomorrow, I will go online and just say thank you all for the love and the birthday wishes and things like that, so I can do it collectively. It's hard to do something like that individually. It's just hard. It's just hard. There's so many. Just in case you're just joining us, again, the name of the show is called Talk Back Live. We're talking back live to you, and of course, we invite you to stay with us for the entire hour, what's left of the hour, and tell your family and friends. And as I said, if you're watching us on YouTube, take the time to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's right there. All you have to do is just click on where it says subscribe, and that's it. There's no money involved, no nothing. But your subscription will give you the opportunity to know that whenever we come on live, you'll get one of those notifications, instant notification that pop up. They'll let you know, and you can click onto that. It'll bring you there. Now, sometimes when we're not on the air and you happen to be online and you get an instant notification that doesn't, and if it's not showtime, then it's something else. That means another activity has been going on the channel. Maybe we posted a video or a still shot or something. But always, whenever some kind of activity goes on, it gives you that notification, and you just click on and see what's going on. You have access to all of that, and of course, we thank you so much. Okay, I think it's about that time. I think it's about that time, folks, because it's that time to go back in time, and back in time to this day in history. So on this day in history, back in 1860, Republican Abraham Lincoln of Illinois is elected the 16th president of the United States. On this day in history in 1900, Republican U.S. President William McKinley and his Vice President Theodore Roosevelt defeated Democrat William Jennings Bryan. On this day in history in 1901, USA recognized independence of Panama. On this day in history in 1906, Charles Everett Hughes, a Republican, is elected governor of New York, beating newspaper publisher William Randolph Hearst. And on this day in history in 1917, New York State adopts a constitutional amendment giving women the right to vote in state elections. On this day in history, 1928, Republican candidate Herbert Hoover is elected President of the United States, defeating Democrat candidate Al Smith. On this day in history, in 1939, WGY TV in Schenectady, New York, is the first commercial TV station that begins service. On this day in history, in 1940, Franklin D. Roosevelt was re-elected U.S. President. On this day in history, in 1947, NBC's Meet the Press debuts the longest-running TV show in the U.S. On this day in history, 1956, Dwight D. Eisenhower is re-elected President of the United States, defeating Democrat candidate Adlai Stevenson. Back in 1962, Ted Kennedy was the first elected as a Democratic senator for Massachusetts. Back in 1973, James Bond film Man with the Golden Gun, starring Roger Moore, begins filming. Back in 1975, The Sunshine Boys, starring Walter Matthau and George Burns, premieres. And at that time, Burns wins the Academy Award for that. In 1984, incumbent Republican President Ronald Reagan was reelected President of the United States by a landslide. He wins 49 states and defeats Democratic candidate Walter Mondale. Okay, in 1986, just like the first time, that's the second studio album by Freddie Jackson is released. It made Billboard Album of the Year in 1987. In 1990, I'm Your Baby Tonight. That's the third studio album by Whitney Houston is released, made the Billboard Album of the Year in 1991. In 1990, Arsenio Hall gets a star on the Hollywood's Walk of Fame. In 1991, Russian President Boris Yeltsin outlaws the Communist Party. In the year 2001, the TV drama series 24, starring Kiefer Sutherland, premieres on Fox. In 2012, Barack Obama is reelected as President of the United States, defeating Republican candidate Mitt Romney. In 2012, Elizabeth Warren becomes the first female senator of Massachusetts. In 2012, Tammy Duckworth becomes the first person born in Thailand to be elected to the U.S. Congress and representing Illinois. He was representing Illinois. In 2018, Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez, who's affectionately known as AOC of New York, is the youngest person ever to be elected to the U.S. House of Representatives. On this day in history, in 1901, actress Juanita Hall was born in Keyport, New Jersey. She died in 1968. On this day in history, in 1916, band leader and musician Ray Conniff of the Ray Conniff Singers was born in Attleboro, Massachusetts, and he died in the year 2002. Film director Mike Nichols was born on this day in 1931 in Berlin, Germany, and he died November 19th, 2014. He was 83 from cardiac arrest. In 1932, country music singer Stonewall Jackson, that's the singer, not that other guy. Stonewall Jackson was born in Tabor City, North Carolina, and he died 2021. And actress Sally Field, who happens to be one of my childhood crushes, was born on this day. I'm celebrating birthdays with good people. She was born on this day in 1949 in Pasadena, California. She was 79 years old. She's 79 today. Happy birthday, Sally. Always love you. Rock vocalist Glenn Frey was born on this day in 1948 in Detroit, Michigan. He died January 18th, 2016. He was 64 years old. 1949, jazz trumpeter and composer Arturo Sandoval was born in Cuba. And as a matter of fact, he was born in Artemisa, Cuba. He's 76 years old today. Back in 1954, journalist and author Catherine Cryer, or I should say Cryer. Catherine Cryer was born in Dallas, Texas. She's 71. In 1955, newscaster Maria Shriver, who was married to Arnold Schwarzenegger, was born in Chicago, Illinois. She's 70 years old today. In 1957, actress Laurie Singer was born on this day in Corpus Christi, Texas. She's 68. In 1967, actress Rebecca Schaeffer, she played Patty on My Sister Sam, was born in Eugene, Oregon, and she died in 1989. Remember when she was stalked? She got killed by a stalker, and she would have been 58. In 1968, actress Kelly Rutherford was born in Elizabethtown, Kentucky. She's 57. In 1970, actor Ethan Hawke, all of these great people, we were born on the same day, maybe not the same year, but he was born in Austin, Texas, back in 1970, and he's 55 years old today. In 1972, actress Rebecca Romaine was born in Berkeley, California. She's 53. And actress Emma Stone was born on this day in 1988 in Scottsdale, Arizona. She's 37. In 1988, actor Jeff Goldblum weds actress Gina Davis in Las Vegas. They got separated in 1990 and divorced. They were finalized in 1991. In the year 2003, actress Elizabeth Berkley weds artist Craig Lauren at the Cabo San Lucas in Mexico. And in 1982, director Martin Scorsese divorced actress Isabella Roselli, and they after 3 years of marriage. And in 2010, actor Charlie Sheen divorces socialite Brooke Muller after 2 years of marriage. Actress Jean Turney, the legendary actress, died on this day in 1991 at 70 years old from emphysema. She was born November 19th, 1920 in Brooklyn, New York. And let's see, country singer Hank Thompson died on this day in 2007 at the age of 82. He was born September 3rd, 1925 in Waco, Texas. And in 2024, actor Tony Todd, who played in Platoon, that horror film Candyman, and Final Destination, dies of cancer at the age of 69 years old. I'm sorry, I have to switch it back. And that's what's happening on this day in history. And so happy birthday to everybody who's celebrating, all of my fellow Scorpions. Happy birthday to you all. And I always look forward to hearing from all of you guys who like to get in touch with me. So I have for you ways that you can do it. I have an email address and a telephone number. So if you're so inclined, you'd like to get in touch with me, I would like to give that to you right now. I'll start with the email address first. The email address is Frank Allan Prod. Allan is spelled Allan, and Prod is Prod. That's short for production. That's Frank Allan Prod at AOL.com. That's Frank Allan Prod at AOL.com. Telephone number is 641-715-3900, extension 467134. That's 641-715-3900, extension 467134. Now, what I want you to do to know that it's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days out of the year. And please remember, ladies and gentlemen, you could use that anytime you like, and keep all of that information in your electronic devices and have it handy. And all of them, if you own a computer, whether it's laptop, desktop, or a tablet, or your cell phone, put all of that information in all of the devices, just in case one is not available, something else is, okay? So let me give you that email address again, frankallanprod at AOL.com. That's frankallanprod at AOL.com. Telephone number 641-715-3900, extension 467134. 641-715-3900, extension 467134. It's going to be interesting this year. We've got Thanksgiving coming along. So if you are going to travel, please have yourself a backup plan, because all of the planes and all of these things are happening because of this shutdown. There are delays, or maybe actually, delays, and of course, cancellations on all flights. So have yourself a backup. If you're going to visit loved ones, if you can possibly take a train somewhere, which may cost you a longer ride, or if you have to drive, have yourself a backup plan. There's a lot going on. So, and we want you to be safe. And while we're on the subject of all of that, I want to congratulate this year. I'm clapping because I'm happy. Abigail Spanberg, and Mikey Sherrill, and Democratic mayor-elect from New York City, Zoham Mandani. That's our mayor-elect. And everyone on the blue side, thank you, thank you, thank you. Congratulations. I feel so energetic about this. I know there's a certain person living in the outhouse in Washington, D.C. I call it the outhouse because only nice people live in the White House. In the outhouse, anything goes. He's probably pissed off right now. And he has every right to be because, this party is going on because everybody, as we already told you about, everything is going on topsy turvy, right? We've got um, this USA thing going on with the shutdown of the government, which again it shuts down airports, all federal buildings. Uh, People are starving because they're not getting their benefits from SNAP or WIC or whatever they're getting from. But the good news, ladies and gentlemen, the courts decided that they want Donald Trump to pay full, and I mean full, payments to all of the people who are collecting on SNAP. And they have to respond by tomorrow on that. Now, knowing him, he might want to defy the courts, but the court is saying we are paying these people full. The bad news is that you don't know when you're going to get it. It may take a month or so, a couple of months. Now, they said originally he was going to cut it to 50% in half. Then later on, 35%, which was better. But the courts intervened and came in and said, no, you're going to pay the whole amount. And we want your response to this tomorrow, Friday. So it's Friday someplace else right now, but we want the response. And this is what it is. The courts say you have to pay all of these people. And why not? They deserve it. Listen, guys, ladies and gentlemen, you guys paid into the system. You guys pay with your taxes. And that money is emergency funding for things like this. When government places close like that, it's funding. It's all funding. And you got to realize that it's coming out of your pockets. So please be aware of that. So I am happy. I am happy, ladies and gentlemen, about that. I'm happy. So congratulations. It was a long time coming, but congratulations anyway. All right. And the other news too, Nancy Pelosi, she will not be seeking another term. All right. After close to 40 years, she is not going to seek another term. And so we want to wish her well in her endeavors or whatever she's going to do. We wish her very well. Dina Kravitz, thank you so much, honey, for that. Um, uh, she just wished me a happy birthday. I really appreciate that, and I appreciate all of you who come in and wish me a happy birthday. And as I said, I picked up on a lot of birthday wishes on Facebook, which I'm going to respond to. Not on an individual basis. That's kind of hard to do. When you have a birthday and everybody's at you, happy birthday. I'll do it on a collective basis. I just want you guys to know that I received them. I read every one of them, whether it was here live, like I did with Dina, like I did with Deborah and other people. I responded that way to them. But when I go on Facebook, I am going to have to do that on a collective basis. They're just too many. But I read them all. And there's more coming in, and I'm going to read the rest of them too. I'm going to read them all. I do that every year. I read them all, just so you know. Some people, they don't read. They just, but because you took your valuable time to wish me, that small valuable time to wish me a happy birthday. And I appreciate that more than you know. Guys, I have movies. On the weekends and every week, of course, I pick out movies and I go into the Turner Classic Movie Vault, right? And I pick out movies for the weekend. Now, the weekends coming on, I don't know what you do on your weekends. A lot of people do a lot of things on the weekends. For some people, they work 5 days a week across the board, Monday through Friday, and they are fortunate to have the weekend off. Not everyone. but some people are fortunate to have the weekend, the entire weekend off, and maybe that's all they get. They toil Monday through Friday, and all they have is a weekend. And so they want to do it their way. And that's what I say, do it your way. Whether it's going out on the town or doing whatever you do. But if you're one of the ones who just like to stay home and catch up on some movies, well, I'm going to throw my 2 cents in because I go to Turner Classic Vault and pick out some movies that I think are worthwhile watching. I pick them out, and they're my picks of the week for your weekend. And so this week, I have three of them. And I want to see if you like these movies. I have three of them. They're great movies I like. First off, we're going to go back to 1939. This is the original, The Wizard of Oz. Judy Garland, Frank Morgan, and Ray Bolger. And that's on Turner Classic Movies. You can catch that Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern and again Saturday. You can catch it twice. Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern and then Saturday at 5:15 p.m. Eastern. So if you miss one, you got another chance to watch it. You know, we very rarely get movies that they repeat in 1 week from Turner Classic Movies. So there you have it, The Wizard of Oz. Mahogany, back in 1974, starring Diana Ross and Billy D. Williams. Here's a good movie. Anthony Perkins is in there too. And you can catch that Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern. That's Mahogany. And then you have Imitation of Life. Now, this is the remake. Now, I grew up on the remake of this movie from 1959. But there's an Imitation of Life that was back in 1933. I saw that movie too. You know, I like to give everybody an opportunity, an equal opportunity to see which one I like best. I grew up on the one in 1959 with Lana Turner, John Gavin, and Sandra Dee, and Juanita Moore. And this is not the original, but this is the remake, but this is the one that's in color. The original one is in black and white. And you can catch this one on Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern. That's Turner Classic Movies. The reason why I like this one from 1959 because it had more of an impact. And you watch it and you'll see what I mean. You know, all of the years that I watch it, every once in a while, if you're not strong enough, make sure you have some Kleenex tissues with you when you watch this movie, Imitation of Life. We're going to go back to 1932 for The Mummy. The Mummy. Your mummy, my mummy, everybody's mummy. Boris Karloff, Zita Johann, pronounce that Johann. That's Zita Johann and David Manners. That's Turner Classic Movies, and you can catch that Sunday at 9:15 p.m. Eastern. Now, I'm going to send you to Turner Classic Movies. I want you to scroll down to the program guide, and because you may find other movies that you may like, and of course, you could add some of those movies. These are my picks of the week. There may be other movies. That's why I always send you to Turner Classic Movies and check them out for yourself. And you can add some more to your bucket list on what to watch this weekend. Also, while you're there, if you still have cable, you have your cable box. If you want to get a chance to watch these movies live, you could also, watch them by recording them on your DVR, right? That's your cable box. And watch it later if you still have that. Okay. And you could also go and check out the free movies on demand. There are a lot of free movies there you could watch. There are also pay-per-view movies that you could watch. And there's a lot of children's program, documentaries, which I love, and sporting events. And if you don't get a chance to see some of these sporting events in real time, you can go back the following day on that network that it's broadcast on and watch it, sometimes without commercial interruptions. Okay, so do that. And so take the opportunity to do that. And again, like I said, you can go, and all of the networks are there. You like your favorite soap operas, right? If you missed them, go back the following day and you could watch it. Whatever you missed, you could always watch it. That's the good thing about TV today. You can always go back and check out things which you couldn't do a long time ago in reruns, right? So let me give you these movies once again. The Wizard of Oz, Judy Garland, Frank Morgan, Ray Bowler, and that's Turner Classic Movies Friday at 8 p.m. and Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern. 5:15 p.m. Eastern. Mahogany with Diana Ross and Billy D. Williams. That's Turner Classic Movies Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern. Imitation of Life with Lana Turner, John Gavin, Sandra Dee, and Juanita Moore. That's Turner Classic Movies Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And The Mummy with Boris Karloff, Zita Johann, and David Manners. That's Turner Classic Movies. That's Sunday at 9:15 p.m. Eastern. Why don't you take a gander? Take a look at all of these movies. I think you'll like it. You'll thank me for it, and you can thank me later, okay? That's going to wrap it up for me, ladies and gentlemen. I had a ball. Remember to go on to my YouTube channel and subscribe to it, all right? That's very important to me. And I wish you would please do that. And of course, you'll get a chance to know whenever we come on live, you'll get that instant notification. So please do that. I'm going to come back tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern for the coffee hour. Usually Brian Camp comes along with the latest developments in today's world of sports, but as you already heard, he's not going to be here. So we're going to cover all of that for him. We cover everything here. So that's tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. And then you make it back here next Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern for more of Talk Back Live. We look forward to you. Brian Camp, of course, will be here with the latest developments in today's world of sports. Again, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for all of your birthday greetings and lots of love. And I will see you back here tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern for the coffee hour. Take care of yourself. Good night.
You've been watching Talk Back Live with your host Frank Allan. The producer is Al Dale. Technical assistant Dave Taylor. Research by Sandy Pierce. And I'm your announcer Donna Stenke. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time on Talk Back Live.